Okay, we should be good here. Whoa, place selected world. Where'd all my worlds go? Oh, okay, thank God. Let me turn this back down a little bit. Oh, it's already down. Music's really loud. Yeah, I had some weird issues getting started, and I wanted to play around with the settings a little bit, to hopefully avoid creeping into some encoding lag at the end of last stream. With the recording side, it did look a little bit laggy on the stream side too, on the Twitch VOD, but yeah, we're back in the hardcore world. We're gonna finish the base, as the title of the stream suggests. Um, we'll probably work on some other things too. Um, but first order of business will be to go get some glass or some sand so we can actually fill in these windows. We're gonna need to get snow too, so that's sort of the easier one to knock out first. And I don't actually need all of this excess material that we got. We are gonna get some more deep slate because I think that's what we'll use for the roof instead of dark oak. Unless we happen to find some dark oak beforehand, in which case we can try both and see which one we like better. But let's just put the rest of this stuff away for now. And we're probably gonna need a couple tools, a couple extra tools anyways. 2 picks. I don't think we'll need an extra shovel. And let's take the least efficient way to do that possible. We're gonna need more food too, so let's grab this for when we run out. And I think a bundle or two will be useful. We can get rid of some of this too. And we'll likely need coal where we're going, at least where we're going mining. So we'll grab some of that as well. And I guess we can clear the rest of this out while we're in here too. Yeah, everything seems to be working fine. I did try to upload the VOD for the last stream today while I was at work. I just put it on this morning to upload while I was gone, and it wasn't done when I got back. So I don't know why. It took way longer than the other one, even though it was almost an hour shorter. So that's weird. But I will upload it tomorrow because if it's not done by the time I get home, I've been binging my way through the Clone Wars again, the TV show. So I will just watch Clone Wars tomorrow. I did want to play some other games tomorrow, but we'll leave all the bandwidth to the upload. Now, I guess it's just trying to decide, like, do we just continue getting the rest of our... really like the way that looks, actually. Once we decorate this, will be nice. Super ADHD moment, but I do want to make that taller too. Anyways, those are all the pertinent updates, and everything seems to be operating fine. So we're gonna scale down here and to look for sand specifically, which I said we weren't gonna need another shovel, and we're gonna attempt to go get sand. So we definitely do. But before we do that, we can take a peek in here. Oh, hello. Don't want to look at you. Probably put a torch up there if we can manage to get over here. There's just one right there. There's a way down from further up that we could take. Oh, interesting. This just pops right out here. Oh, I was like, is that a snowball? No, it's an egg. We'll try to repopulate the chickens. Yes, I think just to start, I was gonna try to go off and look for either a dark oak forest or a desert. And I have a hunch as to which way to go. The village that we were at, whatever, in the first stream, there was like a normal forest biome, which is temperate. So if we were to find a warmer biome, it would probably be like butted up against that. Um, so I was thinking if we head that way, that might be our best bet for discovery because as far as we've ventured in any other direction, it's all just taiga or snowy taiga or other variations of cold biomes. So, but I am going to pop down here. I'm pretty sure this is the cave that we went into where the massive iron vein was. And I want to mine that while also focusing in on getting a decent amount of deep slate so that we can work on the roof. And this is the right cave. And we want to go this way. Yep. Yippers. Okay. Try not to take a lot of damage. I literally cut a way down here to mitigate getting damage. So now there is another part of this cave that we haven't explored yet, but we may focus on once we finish up with this iron vein down here. Yep, here it is. Once we finish up with this in the base, because that's the title of the stream, finishing the starter base. We'll make an enchanting setup and at least get a little bit better gear before we start committing to any like serious caving. Because serious caving can get really dangerous really easily. So, and I think we're gonna cave for all of our diamond armor. I don't intend to trade with villagers for any of it. So we'll mine all the diamonds, at least for the first set. Once we're established, we'll eventually trade with some villagers. I just really don't feel like dealing with them. And I kind of am enjoying taking it really slow, putting a lot of faith in my skills of not dying. But we'll get on once we have the base finished. We can start thinking about the nether. That might be next stream, which will be on Sunday. Ideally earlier in the day, and it will go longer. The last stream on Sunday that went until like 2 a.m. Can't be doing that. So we'll try to do it earlier if possible. And I didn't think it through, but we're probably going to max out our inventory space mining this out if it ends up being actually a giant iron vein, like a giant one, not just a small one. Which, as we continue to dig, it appears as though it might actually be bigger than I thought. I was kind of expecting it to be a bit of a smaller giant iron vein. Because I didn't see it intersecting any other caves. But we sort of worked our way through all these thin caves around here before. And they're all like very short and skinny. The only really like big open area is back quite a ways up. So the more this keeps working down, I'm cool with. It's easier to mine down than it is to mine back up, but we may pop back up and just see if we can find the higher elevation sort of end point of it. before it turns into a mess of scaffolding and undercutting and just Swiss cheese land to deal with. But yeah, this is actually panning out quite well. We're probably going to get enough iron to get us through really everything we're going to need it for early game until we get an iron farm set up. So, which we probably won't really work on much automation or anything until after we take on the dragon, which I'm not in a huge rush to do, but I do want to kind of get it out of the way. Now we'll eventually fight the dragon 20 times at least, so that we can open all the end gateways. That way, if we do want to build something in the end, we don't have to worry about it respawning the dragon and having it destroy whatever we build. But I don't plan to build anything on the main end island. That is not, it's not on the docket, at least as of right now. That could change. Our ideas for the world are, you know, they'll evolve over time. But as of right now, it's not something I foresee doing. And I don't plan on building out over the void again either, like I did in my previous world, because I like to do different things. So I'll have to come up with some new ideas. But we obviously have the standard things we need to get done. Excellent. Some bonus diamonds. Gladly take those. Ooh, quite a few actually. I was hoping it was going to be a 9 vein. That would have been really nice. And you're probably thinking, bro, you should have Fortune 3, bro. You'd get so much more, bro. And you're right, bro. You're totally right, bro. But we'll have Fortune 3 some year. It's not this year. So this is turning into exactly what I said. Like now we're kind of going up and down, which is just going to make a complete mess. So actually go back up. Yeah, see, here we go again, making a complete mess. This is what tends to happen with these giant iron veins. I found some that I could never even find the end of, which granted, I probably could have if I kept trying, but I just had so much iron and there was like no end in sight. I don't really need any of this gravel. Oh, and this is funny because I just got 2 flint off of dropping it on the torches like that. And I was trying to do that like purposely, just, you know, placing gravel above torches in the first stream, trying to get a piece of flint. And I got none. And then I get 2 right now, when it's just going to waste inventory space. But we did bring the bundle for that very reason. Now I think it's safe to say it doesn't go this direction. So I'm getting only deep slate, which we want a lot of deep slate. We need enough for the roof, which we're not going to need a ton for the roof, but we will need a decent amount. In other Minecraft related news, I have successfully collected all 6 of the McDonald's adult Happy Meal toys, along with the collectibles for Bedrock Edition. I need to claim them. I haven't claimed them yet, but I will do that at some point in the very near future. Now, yeah, we were specifically coming back up here. sort of pan our way out and see if we can find the end of this from up here. Removing all of this is going to make it hard to remember, but this is the way back. Just slap a torch on the wall right there. Actually, it would be there where it should go. Okay. Yeah, now see, like, I noticed this over here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Okay. I thought this might be connected. So these probably connect. Like, this probably branches out from somewhere and connects over here. This glow lichen keeps making me think it's diamonds. Does it go all the way up here? Like, I saw iron up here, just in the walls. Okay, I don't want any extra tough, but it seems like that's just a blob of tough. I feel fairly confident in that assessment. Like, yeah, is this just tough? I know there was iron attached to this. It's the only reason I'm investigating it so much. Now, this glow liken's tripping me out. I feel like every stream something different is tripping me out. That's tripping me out today. Oh yeah. We were definitely here. Oh, excellent. I have 2 ferni on me. That's perfect. I'll just use logs because I have more of it. Even though it would have just been one coal to finish that. You can also try to condense some of this. That can go in there, same as this. We'll eat this, which will free up another inventory spot. Should be fairly good. And we'll leave these here. We'll know that they're here. Don't want to just make another pickaxe real quick. Oh, I have enough. I have enough. I will stop dilly-dallying and just do it. 3. Oh my goodness. I did not just try to make torches like that. We can actually make more. We're gonna end up using them. That way we don't have the sticks in our inventory. Yeah, I don't really want to have that iron in there either, so I just have to remember that those are over there. I think we will. I think I can remember that. Okay, well this is connected. At least here it is. This like might be the end of it, maybe? Famous last words. I know, yeah, I know this is gonna connect because down here is connected. Where did we? Oh, over here is. So it's gotta come like kind of under here. Hopefully. Let's try to stay as organized as we can. What the hell was that? It's like I hope that was just a cave noise. That was whack. I mean, it wasn't like a deep dark sound or anything. It was kind of absurd, though. Okay, I believe we've reached the end. Like, this is just tough, right? There's no iron over here. Oh! Excellent. Take these. That's the other good thing about mining these giant veins is that Especially down here. Because I think they could generate higher up too. Like, what is our -20? Okay, I mean, we're deep, but we're not. We're like 30 blocks above, like, prime diamond level. But I think these can extend, like, up into the stone layer. I think they generate down here in the deep slate, but they can extend into the normal stone layer, as far as I know. All right, let's start going this way. I'm not gonna dig any more of that tough. I'm just gonna believe my intuition that it doesn't go that way. I end up leaving a majority of this tough in a chest down here, because I don't really have anything I want to build with it at the moment. But we may build with it in the future. Now that there's all the variations of the block, it's a lot more versatile. So we can probably find something to do with it. Now, if we keep digging, let's see here. Sometimes, like, it's just all tough, and then I think it's done. But if you keep going, you end up finding more iron. Very confusing. Yeah, we're racking up a decent amount. We have more tough than we do deep slate, which makes sense, I guess. Because most of the blocks that are deep slate iron anyways. Now, depending on how long this takes, we may call it on this a little earlier than completing it. Because this was a side quest. We just needed a little bit more iron. And we needed some deep slate. The primary objective is getting glass. So we honestly probably have enough deep slate already anyways, as it is. I like to hide the recipe book. But we've been burning through iron tools, working on the terraforming and everything, so this would be a good way to replace that and buy us a little bit more time of not needing to pursue our diamond gear, which I really don't want to do until we have the ability to put mending on it, which I'm not using the villager trade rebalance. There's no experimental features turned on. This is just straight up 1.21.5 vanilla. Don't have any mods, not even performance mods on, so. And no experimental features. I want to believe that this is just tough. I'll just try to prove that theory. I feel like it's proven. It's well proven enough now. Yeah, see, here we go. I'm curious if we keep on this track, if we end up back where we were digging before. Because you didn't really end up working our way up like I was trying to do before. But we're kind of working our way up right now, so slowly. And in the opposite direction. Heard something. Heard a footstep. That wasn't mine. I don't think it was mine. Be cautious of these creepers. Yeah, it sounded like footsteps on a different material. Like other than deep slate or tough. I could be wrong though. We are where we were before now. Oh, no. Well, sort of. But not exactly. Not in the way I was thinking. So hopefully this is the end. At least on this side. Hopefully we're at least close to the end. Okay. I think it's safe to say we're pretty much close to the end. At least that way. Sometimes, like, it's behind. There we go. Sometimes the iron is, like, behind. Like, there'll be no connected tough. It'll just be behind some deep slate. You kind of want to you want to hug the area where the tough is. Like, you don't want to stray too far. You know you've gotten out of it. But if the area is just like entirely made out of tough, that's probably the end too. But then sometimes you bust through and it just keeps going. All right, and that was all she wrote on that pickaxe. Let's just pillar straight up here. Leave a torch there. This one right here. This is where we want to go back down. Because I'm not entirely convinced. Oops. Not entirely convinced that was the end. I don't believe it. Yeah, see, this is where things just become a complete mess. And we can't really break any blocks because our pickaxe. See, like, where even am I? Like, now I'm all turned around. Okay, no, this is where we want to go. And we need probably just. Well, if we run out of torches, that will definitely dictate that we need to be done. Let's just smelt up that. We should be relatively safe here. I spawn-proofed this place pretty good. I haven't had any encoding issues. And just a slight bit of rendering lag, but that was actually before I even started streaming. 16 frames. That's the number we were at when we started. All right. gonna turn it up a little bit. Yeah, let's make at least one more here. And actually we'll make one more. Okay, and we're gonna need some storage. Oops. So we'll make some chests. And then, yeah, like, it's just lava down here, right? Right. So we're pretty safe in this little nook. Just put that there. We have no reason to go down there. Leave the tough. We can keep a decent amount of this stuff with us. We'll leave the rest of the iron, the smelted iron at least. Now this is where we popped out. Yes, yes. This was our jerry-rigged path out of here. Yeah, now I want to find the end, at least of this section, and that is not a good sign. That is not a good sign at all. That is a sign that it just keeps going. Well, that's fine. We'll follow this lead as far as we can take it, and then we'll turn back. Now, yeah, this is where I had built up because I didn't believe that this was the end. Yep, and for good reason. I'll do this. Now, at some point, the fact that we don't have Fortune 3 yet might take over. I might think, yes, let's come back here when we have it. We'll clear the rest of this out. Much prefer Silk Touch to start. If I had to pick one enchantment to have, which granted we could combine this with Silk Touch and bring it all back, and then mine it with Fortune later, if we did get it in that order. But I absolutely hate mining Deep Slate with Silk Touch, because Cobbled Deep Slate, for one, it's just a better, more versatile block, and it's not directional. And if you want to convert it into Cobbled Deep Slate, you can't just use like a stone cutter. You have to mine it again. And I don't mind mining ore again, but I do mind mining just like a building block again. It seems like such a waste of time. So if I'm ever mining at Deep Slate level, I try to always mine with Fortune. And then if I'm mining the stone level, I'll I switch it up depending on what I have more of. Because I like to have stone, and I also like to have cobblestone. Because you need them for various redstone components, and they're not interchangeable. So I like to have a good balance. I like about 50-50. And instead of having to waste time smelting cobble, you can just save that time by just mining stone. Just mining stone straight up. I thought we were going to get lucky. Thought it was just tough. Thought we had made it out. Now that is just a cave noise. Creepy, yes, but I know what it is. That's an older cave noise. That has been haunting people for a long time. Alright. Maybe. Nope. We cut back this direction. this direction and down seems to be the way to go, but let's just check. We got any hiding over here? There's some diamonds hiding over here. We might end up with enough diamonds for a full set of diamond armor. We're at 11. We have 9 at home. So we're not quite there between an enchanting table and a pick as well. But we're close. We're getting closer anyways. Like once you get through your first diamonds, at least nowadays, all they do is just take up space in a chest or collect dust. They don't do anything. Yes, you can use them for trims, which is just purely cosmetic. So it's not really a utility. You can use them for jukeboxes, obviously, but you really only need one jukebox, unless you're doing something crazy with jukeboxes. I don't know, making some kind of a contraption or something. You can make diamond blocks out of them. You want to just like flex, but really, like the first few diamonds you get are the only ones that are super useful, because you make one set of armor and put mending on it, and you get your 2 pickaxes, whatever. And as of right now, you could just buy all that from villagers anyways. So really the only thing you need the actual diamond itself for are things that use it in the crafting recipe that aren't armor tools. So like I said, jukeboxes, diamond blocks, trims. I'm trying to think, is diamond used in any other recipes? I can't think of any off the top of my head. I feel like I am missing one though. No, I don't think I am missing one. Oh, I hear lava, which isn't great. If it opens into a cave, I wouldn't be super opposed to it. But since we are close to lava, let's just make sure we're being safe here. I think, how much deep slate? Yeah, that much deep slate. Because we can convert everything 1-to-1 into stairs. We make a... Oh, we already took one. We took one from a village. We took a stone cutter. So we already have one. Not that they're expensive. We clearly will have enough iron when we get back. Yeah, we'll do this. Pop back. Deposit all the stuff that we got. Smelt all of this, which it's not going to be loaded anyways while we're out and about, but it will be when we're close enough, so we'll capitalize that little bit of time that there'll be overlap. Yeah, this just keeps going. I know I had almost a stack up there too. Now I understand why you can't do it, but I was very disappointed when I first tried to smelt one of these. Because it kind of makes sense, right? There's a block of raw iron, but there's also just a block of iron. So I'm like, oh, you know, it probably takes longer to smelt, but maybe it's like more efficient if you smelt it that way. It doesn't work like that. You have to smelt the actual raw ore itself. I want the redstone, but Redstone can take up a lot of inventory space in a hurry, so... We'll get the XP. And we're gonna need the redstone eventually. What do we got? Oh, we got 2 more picks. Okay. I'm starting to think, like, once these pickaxes run out, we'll turn back. Because, how are we doing on time? Yeah, we've already, for a stream about finishing the base, we've spent about 40 minutes mining iron. Which is not bad. I knew this was going to be part of the adventure because I wanted to get some deep slate and figured I knew where I could get some and get some ore while we were at it. But now we need to use the bundle strategically. The diamonds can go in there. And the coal can go in there for now too. And we're about to free up an inventory space as soon as this breaks. Which should be like any second now. There we go. And we can get reorganized once we head back to the smelting area before we make our way back home, back all the way home. I think we could have left that one. What do we got out here? The never-ending iron vein. I shouldn't have been talking shit about this poor iron vein, saying that oh yeah, I just have a hunch that it's small. If we had Fortune 3, we would already have like 9 stacks. Now I kind of want to go like and mine the stuff at the top first, so you know you're not mining out from underneath yourself, but we're more likely to find diamonds the deeper we follow this thing, so I won't get too caught up on the fact that there's iron above us. I mistimed that. Am I just aiming wrong? Why is it not working? What an epic fail. Yeah, that's a cave sound. It's interesting because I'm hearing all these cave noises, but I haven't heard a single mob. Other than, well, I thought I heard footsteps, but I'm not the most reliable source. I get paranoid. So it could have just easily been my own footsteps I was hearing. Now, the intensity of the lava sounds picking up over here. We got back here. Oh, this is where we came from. Yeah, it's like the lava's like right here. Like we're on it. Just super curious. Like, I hear it. Is it above us? Oh, there we go. Here it is. Oh, we got floating gravel. Yeah, so let's see. Let's just pop around in here. Oh, there is a creeper over here. Maybe I did hear a creeper earlier. Don't blow up that gunpowder. Damn you. Wow, I didn't get my shield up in time? I could have been bad. You go in there. grab this gold. Make more golden apples. Okay. Yeah, and then I think it's probably in our best interest to stop being so obsessive about getting all this iron. Will that fit? Fits. I can't believe I didn't pull up my shield fast enough. I swear I did. Also, I'm used to the Bedrock mini games for the cape, the challenge for the cape, and just spam clicking. And I've been like I've mentioned at least 100 times, I've been playing mostly old Minecraft recently, so spam clicking creepers is like just second nature to me at this point. I have to get back to my swipe, retreat, swipe, retreat. Now we can take you here, you there. Wasn't there more gold? I feel like I saw more gold than that. Feels like we kind of got ripped off. Alright. Just get this. So there was a bunch of tuff, obviously, in that cave. But I don't think it's connected to this iron vein. Why I don't think it is? It's just a hunch. But I just don't think it is. I feel like we would have seen at least some iron peeking through. Okay, so now we have to start making decisions. Well, these can go in here. I hate making decisions on what to throw away and what to keep. All these blocks may be useful to us at some point. Yeah. So let's just get out of here. Let's head back to base. Snag any iron that's easy to get to on our way back up. Like this stuff right here. I want this redstone too, but how did I have room for that? Oh, because we took it out of the bundle. Okay. That is right. That's right. My eyes are tired. I'll have to dig out my glasses wherever they are. I have a very, very small prescription. It's just for a slight astigmatism. But they have like the blue light blocker on there, which should be nice. It's definitely comfortable when I get sick of looking at screens. They're nice to throw on. Alright, so we're gonna have to make our way all the way back down here at some point. Mine the rest of this. Hey, you stop that. Damn Siri. Alright. Ah, yes. And we'll go this way. Might make a diamond sword. Diamond sword could be nice. Yeah, so we've got plenty of iron at least. Snag that. We can leave all of this. I'm gonna take take what we can of the tough. We'll leave the rest of that there. This will be like our forward operating base here for when we come back, because we still have whatever iron is down there, and we have whatever iron goes this way, which I think these might connect somehow. It might swoop over there. Who knows? I underestimated this thing. Now I'm probably overestimating it. But we'll run all this stuff back to base. Then we'll go find this sand, and I will actually bring some extra shovels with us. We could get like, I'm not gonna need 8 stacks, but I kind of have 8 stacks in mind of sand. That will get us enough to get us by for a while. Now that I'm thinking about it, we have a really good supply of clay. Not that that's going to help us with our sand problem, but that could be useful for building. Oh, it's nighttime. I want to build anything out of brick, which I do actually. What? I don't know, but I do want to build out of brick at some point. We'll have to figure out a project that we can use brick for. Might even be able to figure out, like, build some sort of a brick building as part of our spawn area, or like the plateau base, which we'll probably end up referring to as spawn base. We do have some. Oh, we got a baby zombie. Well, you can just burn. Not even gonna try to fight him. Oh, we do need to keep our eyes peeled because all of this was within range. And we don't want like any creepers to surprise us or anything. Well, there was an easy way up from over here, if I remember correctly. Sort of like zigzag pattern. And then it pretty much went like straight up, no? Yeah. Yep. Like, did I cut that? No. No, that's actually 1 block lower than where we're building anyways. Okay. Let's put this junk away, just because there could be mobs in the area. We'll use this safe spot. Get rid of all this. Yeah. Already running out of storage. Put this in here. Oh, we didn't get any coal. We're like out of coal. Let's use that to make coal. We will have to amend the coal situation. Let's just combine these and let's get these valuables out. Oh. That in there. We do want to take that with us. We don't need these. I have 1 extra flower, or flower feather, but we won't make any more arrows. We have 15. If we need to get in a fight, a ranged fight, we can. Let's put these in the valuable chest. Let's go here. So 26 diamonds. Okay. We'll rock these for now. These are fine. I'd like to go into like our trip with some kind of backup, but I don't want to waste the inventory slot for a diamond sword. We'll probably burn through this. I know we're gonna burn through the shovel. Let's make 4 shovels, maybe. All my wood's gone. Just take this. So if we do 4 shovels, the 3 spares, the one we have has enough durability. I don't know if that's good for however many stacks. Got an itchy nose. I don't know if that's good for the amount we need. And then I could bring a boat. I really need to bring a boat. We could just craft one if we need one. I don't think we need to bring one. We do need to get rid of. We have a chest. Let's just use that one. We could just like put it in the base. Since there is like at least some kind of a structure to the base now. We're just gonna place it. We're just gonna place it there for now. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of this redstone too. Get rid of that. Sticks. No, we're not bringing sticks. Bring this. Okay, and we'll bring the bed, obviously. Okay. Let's see, what's gonna be the quickest way? Oh, actually, I do want to bring the boat. We're bringing the boat. I have an idea. I have a very fun idea. We're going to take the river. We're just going to damage this armor right up. I don't even care. We're going to have to eat. So we're going to regen. Yeah. The armor has plenty of health. Alright, we probably shouldn't be that reckless. I'm just gonna beep, 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 beep. Oh, this is a nice way to get to and from the village. I didn't even think of that. Wonderful. Well, that is definitely how we're going to get to and from the village. And I'm not going to go in every house. We've already been over here. So we've looted everything. We're good. We're heading this way. Actually, this is probably the quickest way over there. Is that another trail ruin right in front of me? Is that gravel? No, it's stone. It's stone. I'm like, is there really one like right here? Because there's one right there, in the village essentially. But yeah, see, there's a meadow up there. The mountain. We're not going to kill pigs, but we will kill any cows that we encounter. Because we need the leather for books, for bookshelves. So we will do that. And we've got another inventory slot freed up, so that's good. We will try to collect. Ooh, nice. You got a ruined portal right down there. Okay, so we've got Mega Taiga this way. Did we notice that last time? I think I did notice that and said that it wasn't. I was about to press zoom, but we can't zoom. We don't have Optifine or any other mod that would allow us to do that. Let's kill these cows. We're getting slightly sidetracked by the cows for no reason. But it'll help us assess the lay of the land a little bit better. Yeah, those are definitely mega taiga trees. Kill the cows. I would say we'll grab sugarcane too. Because a lot of times, like, what's the first thing you do in the Minecraft world other than punch wood? You make a cow farm and you make a sugarcane farm, right? That's the sensible thing to do to work towards enchanting. Not my style. I like to just kill all the cows within a 1,000 block radius of spawn and collect all the sugarcane. And then if we want to make farms for those things later, we can. Oh, there's a mine shaft we could go to as well that we found in the first stream. Not really related to anything that we're doing at the moment, but I just thought of it. Okay. So yeah, so this is, so we have Mega Taiga. That's good to know. I guess while we're here, we can take this river. Okay, so I thought it was Mega Taiga, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't entirely sure, at least. What a good sense that it was. Now there's different variations. There's like the old growth spruce, old growth pine. It's a whole variety of those biomes. I can't really tell the difference, to be honest, other than pulling up the F3 screen and by what type of wolf you find there. But we're gonna hug this way. And we do want to sleep as soon as possible. Oh, nice, more cows. Come on, let us sleep. I know we can. Come on, there we go. Yeah, so we'll kill these cows and then every hands-free moment is this mini heart attack. I'm gonna go up and over this, I think. Maybe just around it. Is that a, oh no, that's a regular cow. Nice. Already gotten used to these. I was like, what is that? I like these. These are like Highland cows. They kind of look like longhorns too, like Texas. Anything good in there? Not anything we don't already have. Go murder that normal cow. Okay. I do kind of want to grab saplings, but the regular forest is right there. So do we need to? Oh my god. Hey, we got dark oak. Nice. No, we haven't found a desert, which is really what I was looking for when I said sand. There's a pale garden as well. I've never actually been in a pale garden or seen one in survival because I haven't played since they came out. No, we definitely don't want to be there at night. It's a very small dark oak forest, but we could get saplings for those. No, we didn't kill that cow. He can live for another day. We'll grab these pumpkins. If you want to know why, you'll have to go watch the entire other VOD from the first stream. No, I'm just kidding. I mine them so I know that I'm seeing new chunks, essentially, is the short version of the very long explanation I gave before. I try to clear out all pumpkins, so if I'm flying around with my elytra when new updates come out, I know for certain I'm in new chunks if I see pumpkins. Because there could not possibly be pumpkins if I've been there before. Okay. Now we can grab Right, like we can grab saplings, but we can do that on the way back. That doesn't have to be a right, you know, right off the get-go. I do want to go check out the... Oh, interesting that that mushroom like popped off on its own. It's probably too bright for it. Oh, well, we're gonna kill these cows for sure. Let me go kill that one over there. Oh, I should be mining all this coal too. Now that I think of it. Oh, that's scary. We don't want to go down there. How are we doing on the... Oh, nice. 39. Now, there was another cow I saw hiding over here. Where did you go, cow? Blending in with the birch trees. Wow, okay, so... it looks like the Pale Garden's tiny, too. It looks like this is mostly just like a hill. And then it's just birch forest. So my hunch was right. Which probably looks sketchy. It's like, oh yeah, if we go this way, we might find a dark oak forest. And then he goes that way and he finds one immediately. What a scrub. What a liar. But no, I don't. When we first started, and I explained that this seed, which is somewhat unknown to me, other than the fact that I copied and pasted it from my clipboard from the world that I spawned in to this one, to the world generator screen, whatever. I had only briefly looked around spawn. That's it. I didn't type it into seed base chunk, whatever it's called, chunk base. That was one of the rules, which I guess at this point it's from the VOD that is not really going to be included in the history of the series because it wasn't actually this world. It was me starting a world, deciding, I really don't like the seed, and then rolling random seeds for a while until we can keep that, I guess. Until I found something where I was like, yes, I want to play on this seed, and that's what we did until we found this one. But like I was explaining in that video, I'm not going to use chunk base or anything. I don't like to know the seed that I'm playing on. So what I did when I was like, all right, I just need to roll seeds and like pick one for sure. I was just loading world, and then I just type /seed, copy to clipboard, copy it to a note. I deleted it. I deleted the note that had them all, and I cleared my recycle bin. So it's gone forever. It was an interesting noise. Was that like a creaking heart? Because I think so. The creaking heart is what spawns like the creaking. Oh yeah, you hear that? That's super sketch. Now I'm pretty sure from everything I know about this, from following the release cycle and everything, is the creaking only spawns at night. So you're completely safe in this biome other than at night. Is that just like ambiance? Or am I legitimately hearing like the heart? Not sure. I'm gonna kill these cows though. I might take a few saplings of these back. Oh nice. So there's more dark oak down here. Yeah, we can kind of cut off of this area here. Oh, there's another lush cave down there. Seems to be a popular cave biome for this seed. Lots of birch forests. Birch forests are not my favorite. Neither are the regular forests, to be honest. Oh, that's a jungle. Other than the grass color, jungles aren't my favorite either. That looks like a sparse jungle though. Those I don't mind as much. That's a nice little naturally generated arch over there. But yeah, let's. Oh, I didn't bring an extra axe. That was a mistake. Just chop one of these down. Oh, and I did end up using up this sword too. Mistakes were made for sure. I don't really need the leaf litter for anything. Yeah, we'll get these saplings for this. Because I was thinking about using it for the roof. Oh, should we just make a stone one? We're gonna need some kind of a weapon since our axe is gone and we're about to destroy our sword. There's some convenient stone. I want to just, yeah, I can't go back to mining with my hands. Actually, just we'll pop right down here. I want to grab some of this coal too. Hey, how are you? Good, how are you, Starry Night? Thanks for hopping on the stream. Not daily, no. I just started. I've been streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I'm from the US. Where are you from? From the UK. Nice. What time is it there? Oh, that's cool. That's a cool profession. I need just a little bit more of this. 4:53 a.m. Okay, so it's late. You can find my Discord. It's literally just the same as my Twitch name. You should be able to find me on there. Interested in what? Interested in looking at your stuff? Absolutely. If you want to share it, I'd be happy to look at it. Let's see. Grab this coal. Well, I'm not interested in that particularly, like getting that from you for my stream. But if you want to show off your stuff, I'd be happy to look at it. No additional coal. It's kind of a bummer. A little bit, but it's kind of an awkward spot. Alright, let's see. Let's swap this. We have one as a weapon, one as a tool, and need to finish mining or chopping down this tree. Where did you guys come from? Okay, so let's chop down this one too. I think if we can get like 8 saplings, I'd feel confident we'd be able to replenish and grow these sustainably back at the main base. And then we'll try to do the same for the pale ones. I'm not actually sure what exactly they're called. Pale oak? I feel like that, I mean that's what they look like. Looks like a retextured version of these. So let's chop those down. And maybe grab some of that coal from over there and then continue on to see if we can find, I might grab that coal too. Continue on to see if we can find a desert. Obviously, jungle is a warm biome, I believe. Might still be considered temperate, but 100% sure. But we'll check that out. And if that comes up fruitless, we'll just head back. And we can just get sand from like the river or something. I don't know if I want to grab any of this pale moss. Pretty sure we can just get more from bone mealing it if it functions the same as normal moss. I definitely don't want any of the carpet and extra stuff. That's just going to clutter up the inventory. Let's grab this coal because we're pretty much out. So we'll want to have that. Could grab the iron too. I'm not as sold on grabbing the iron. Let's just dig out. Alright, sapling patrol. Let's grab these. And we'll probably cut down. This is just sketching me out a little bit. We'll throw a couple torches down here. So we can grab the rest of this coal too, but before we do that, yeah, we'll definitely grab this. Before we do that, I do want to cut down at least one more of those trees. Maybe two more. So that the saplings can have a chance to fall. Well, we're sidetracked. I don't think I'm going to grab that coal. It's just too difficult to get to. But yeah, the main priority of the mission is to get to some source of sand. It doesn't have to be a desert. Ideally, it will be a desert. Even if it's just like a river or a beach or something far away from our base where we can just destroy the landscape and not worry about it, we'll be good. Definitely hear like the creaking heart noise. But I think it might just be like ambiance. Does it have like phases throughout the day? I'm not sure. So we got 4 of these. Just want to make sure we get these dark oak ones before they despawn. Just pop over here. We were right on the edge over here. I'll grab that apple too. Just one. Alright, well we're gonna have to get rid of that, definitely. And take these out because we're gonna have to chop down another one. Oh. Part of it might be that they're excellent. They're not decaying. Certainly could be a factor. I feel like that's dark oak leaves. Having a hard time telling the difference between these ones and that one. I think we're good. We got to 5. Yeah, we got 5. Let's sleep before creakings start spawning. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're good. Okay. Oh, one more. Oh, nice. We got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm good with that. That should be enough. And then actually we can tuck these away. Do want to grab. I don't know why I made. I don't know why I made more pickaxes. We don't really need more pickaxes. We cut this one down, they should decay. They should all decay. Now, none of these trees have had a creaking heart so far. So I don't know how common they are. I don't know if you can get one in a tree that you grow, or only in the ones that naturally spawn. There's some kind of like resin block that goes with these two. Just not 100% sure how you get that or how that works. I think it has something to do with the heart, because the heart animation has that like orange coloration, which is the same color as the resin. Let's grab this coal and then let's get out of here. We're gonna need all this coal for smelting our sand anyway, so. And we gotta smelt all that iron we collected before. We're not gonna be able to carry much sand at this point. We're gonna have to consolidate our inventory as much as we can with the bundle. And it may make more sense just to turn around before we get too far off course. Let's just grab this. Cool. Okay. Hopefully our saplings have fallen. We already have, oh, we have more than we have dark oak. We already have enough, but I wouldn't mind some extras. The noises that I'm hearing in this biome are unsettling. I think there's got to be one of those hearts in one of these trees. Let's see. Did we miss any? They blend right in. Oh, we missed a couple right here. Yeah. That's good. Just grab what we can. Is there actually a creaking spawn over here? That noise is kind of crazy. Alright, let's get out of that biome. Seems rather unfriendly. And let's check. What can we consolidate here? The pillow, yes. Sticks, yes. Okay, we still have a decent amount of space. Is there coal in here? No. And we could get rid of the flowers too. I know you can bone meal the wildflowers to get more. But yeah, let's just keep on this way. And we'll free up inventory for sand if we come across it. By using up our shovels anyway, so we should be good. We should be good in that department. And yeah, like worst case scenario, Like harvest some of this from some of the rivers, because I mean, we've crossed a decent amount of waterways. Okay, that sheep swimming reminds me so much of old Minecraft. The animals are obsessed with the water. They're always swimming. Alright. Good night. And let's see here. Good night. What's odd? Is this like supposed to be a fallen tree? It's just very funny looking to me. So this flooded ravine like generated pretty perfectly. I kind of want that coal, but I'll live without it. If there's coal that's like easy enough for us to get without going anywhere dangerous, we'll grab it. Well, let's see. What? Oh, an ocean. Okay. Well, this might turn. Oh, what are these? Oh, chickens. Brown egg. So these are brown chickens. They look more like orange chickens to me. Oh, we never stopped at the um what are these things called? Oh, that might be a desert right there too. We never stopped at the ruined portal that we saw earlier. Let's pop over here. We will loot this one for sure. Ooh, take that. A lodestone? You can get a lodestone from these? That has to be new. That takes a netherite ingot to craft. And you can get them from... That doesn't seem right. When did that change? Also, I want to keep this, but I kind of don't. We're basically out of inventory. But we have an ocean, so that's good. Oh my god, we have an ocean monument, which is great. And yeah, that acacia is that yeah. Well, that's a small savanna. It looks like a mangrove swamp. I do want to sleep before we get on the water. Try to avoid encountering any what the heck was that noise? I need to read the change log and or go to the wiki for this new update and listen to all these new ambient sounds because they're throwing me off way too much. Hopefully we're far enough away that we don't get well, I hear the guardians. As long as we're far enough away that the elder guardians can't mess with us, yeah, they're just killing fish. They can kill fish with their lasers all they want. That's not gonna bother me. That looks like it might just be like a very small island. Which ideally I don't want to just like decimate if at all possible. Try to preserve it. Having the same thing as last time or two streams ago. Like my mouth is just the outer edge gets out like weird. Almost like when you've been chewing a lot of gum, but I'm not chewing gum. It's very strange. Yeah, this is just an island. And an island. Yeah, so I'm hearing these noises too. Oh, that's like heat. It's like the sound of like heat radiating on like a really hot day. Yeah, we got more jungle this way. We really didn't get much jungle at all from that last jungle. Tweedles. Pillagers. We'll just let them despawn. Let's see. Jungle. Mangrove swamp. Mangrove wood's kind of cool. It's really a pain to grow, though. It just, all the roots and everything you get, it's very obnoxious. We might end up making some sort of automated way of growing and collecting it. Now, the pale color of the water suggests to me, oh, nice. And we've got a coral reef. That is a desert up there. I'm convinced. Yes, there's a cactus with a flower on it. That's pretty. Okay, it's like the world's smallest desert. And surrounded by mangrove swamp. What is that? Was that a building? No, that's just trees. Okay. Well, we don't need to be so picky about like finding our forever source of sand. We found several clusters of sand that are far away. And other than that little coral reef, I don't really like the mangrove swamp, so we might come over here to harvest. Oh, is that more desert right there? That's a pillager outpost. Leave our boat here for a second. This might be a bigger desert over here. Those flowers are cool. Okay. Well, it's definitely a desert. How much bigger it is? It's a question. It's not that much bigger. And it's really not. Oh, okay, it is. A desert temple. Let's check out this. Which we're gonna have no inventory room after this. That's for sure. I have to have better aim than that, boys. Excuse me. Pardon me. Just want to get our... I don't think it's dark enough in there to spawn stuff. Oh, we'll take those for sure. We can make a sword now. Definitely want these too. Take that, why not? Oh, I guess we probably could have made a sword with this anyways. Starting to sound like them too. Just use cobble for this. Just block that off. I do want to take, not the wheat necessarily, but I do want the chest. Take that. That can go in there too. Didn't we have, I'm like, yeah, we had a crafting table in there, but let's, maybe we can put the rest of those in. Yeah, let's make a sword. Do I have sticks in there? I do. Okay. Since we're kind of up close and personal with these guys anyways, probably should have some sort of a protection. We can get rid of that. Yeah, we still have plenty of room for other stuff. So let's put this. Oh, with that string, we could make another bundle. Does another bundle make sense? Yeah, I think it does. Did I put string in here? Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Yeah, let's just make another bundle. We can scoop up those. We can put those in there. We can put this one in with the other crafting tables. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Now, that's a tough distance to go. Where we don't have feather falling. So I don't want to risk that. Let's just pop through here. We can get out. Wow, we can jump from here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Oh, we got a savannah village. I want to get. Oh, we got. Did you wander all the way over here from here? So that's weird because it doesn't have a saddle on it. Don't they come pre-saddled? Is that a recent? Can they just spawn? Wow, these guys are following me quite far. Is there an iron golem over here? They can just take care of them for me. Maybe. See, I think maybe camels. I think maybe camels can spawn not just in villages, which is interesting because that would be this most recent change. There we go. Oh, paper. Yeah, we'll take the paper. We'll leave the rest. I want to take the chest. Could just let the rest of that stuff despawn. It's not like it's particularly valuable. Let's... Yeah, we want the paper though. And we checked that one. Yeah, we checked this one. That's where we got the paper from originally. It's like more ocean, or maybe just a lake of some kind. And we could take that smithing table. Save us 2 iron. But I'm not super worried about this particular village because it's so far away. It's not like it's ever going to be loaded in just past it. That didn't get a block update for that. It's never going to just be passively loaded like while we're just online. Okay, we will take those. Not necessarily care about it, but we will take it. And then we should probably... I mean, I'm not going to grow melons, so I'm not going to take those. We know where they are if we want to grow melons in the future. Yeah, that's getting excessive. We don't need any more saplings. All right. What was that? Oh. Now, I didn't bring a brush. I don't have any copper on me. We could probably find some. But where we're low on inventory anyways, and the whole purpose of this was to get sand. We're just going to get the sand and we'll come back for any other attractions that we find. So I think because this is a particularly not flat desert, we'll just start right here. We'll just grab as much as we can, and then we'll head back. We're gonna go back roughly the same way that we came, so that I don't get tempted to try to explore anything else that we might find. Alright, I am going to take the coordinates down. I'll just take a screenshot. Oops. That way we can find our way back here. I roughly think I know exactly how to get back here. But just in case we lose our way. A lot of pillagers tonight. Between the outpost, the ones that spawned on that little island. Hopefully they don't come over here. We do need to get some snow too. We're gonna finish the base how I intended to finish it. So we'll look into that when we get back too. We have certainly enough iron to make some shears. And we have enough pumpkins that we can use. We should be able to make a snow golem pretty easily. And get the rest of what we need for the snow blocks. Don't think we have enough spruce wood. But we can certainly grow some more. And we can chop down a decent majority of the trees on top of the plateau. So we'll do that too if we need to. Whoop. This guy's getting shot. I got you, bro. Alright. Ominous bottle stack. So we can actually so do the banners. I don't really care about the banner though, but we'll take that. You know what, we'll take the banner too. Why not? Why not? I just saved your life, bro. Where's your iron golem, huh? On PTO? He's on state mandated leave? What happened? Alright. Find another place to mine some sand. We'll mine a couple levels off of this. Actually, we'll start right here. It's on the way. Now, I would like to take some cactus back, maybe. So we can take just one. That way we can throw it in the bundle. Then we can start producing the flowers. Because I would assume you have to shear them off. I don't know that to be fact, but I would assume so. Because I want the flowers, but I know to grow more you need cactus, so we'll bring the cactus. Now, if I ended up with 8 slots of inventory for sand after saying I was going to have 8 slots and getting so sidetracked, I'd be very impressed. It's also yet another thing that's just going to look sketchy, like I already knew ahead of time. Yeah, we literally have exactly that many slots. It's very sus. I'm having premonitions tonight. Alright, how much more? 47. So we just need 14 now, right? Oh no, I mind more than that. I was trying to avoid that so that when I just okay, I guess my powers of premonition aren't that great. Cool. I mean, those will just despawn. If we really wanted to speed that process up, we could just do that. Actually, we can get rid of this too, and honestly, we can probably just toss that. I will keep this axe. Did I burn that? No, we'll burn that one too. All right, let's grab. Can you just punch it? Oh, sick. That's pretty dope. All right. How many more can we take? Just grab these. Now we're officially getting super sidetracked. Okay, that's too many. And we'll just put these away. Okay. So we got 8 stacks of sand like we set out to do. Now we must go home. We must stop getting sidetracked. We must go home. Oh, and actually, we can grab, if we're going the same way we came, we can grab all that sugar cane that we went by. Because we saved enough room. So I want to just, I won't screenshot it because I can get here from the other place, but just make a mental note of the coordinates. I want to come back there. There's probably some good stuff in there. And we could just go in and get the loot and the chests as opposed to doing like the archaeology portion. But if we're going to loot it, I just want to loot the whole thing at once. There might be like iron tools or iron armor in there that's still going to be valuable to us at this stage. Also, like the bones and string is actually still pretty useful, if I'm being honest. That you're like guaranteed to get, I think. The rotten flesh we could just leave to despawn. The TNT would be nice too. Lots of guarantee. But we don't really have the room for it, so. Did I pick anything else up? No. That one right there is as far as we're gonna go, and then we'll hop back in our boat. Wow, it's actually probably good. Probably good that we got a little out of our way for that sugar cane because it's gonna be night again. Rather sleep before we get on the water. I really am paranoid of drowns. Like, not once we have enchanted diamond armor, but in iron armor, like 2 shots from a trident and you're dead. And if it's enchanted, forget it. And if you encounter 2 trident drowns, forget it. Or a baby trident drown. Yeah, good luck with that. Luckily, my shield has decent durability, so I just kind of slowly back away, but they'll eat through a shield in 10 hits, so let's do this. Okay. Now we'll hug the coast on our way back. 1, to avoid the ocean monument that we found, and 2, we want to try to avoid drowns. And we want to collect, that actually wasn't what I was going to say, but I forgot, and I just threw it out there. We want to grab any sugarcane along the coast that we find. I'm just checking. Oh, and it's raining. Be nice if we could go fishing, but we don't have room. We don't have a fishing rod on us either. Let me go grab this sugarcane over here. And I'm just looking. We had a couple frames skipped since the last time I checked, but like it doesn't seem to be going up, so that's to be expected. There's only a handful. All right. So if we go, we want to go around this island. Otherwise, it'll have us going directly over the monument. Like that sugar cane right there, I just don't think is worth it. I think it's too close. So we'll just swing around here. Keeping my eyes out for anything else interesting we might want to come back for. Should have hugged over there. I could have got that sugar cane. But we'll run by a decent amount. Excuse me, Mr. Squid. We'll run by a decent amount of it on the way back anyways. And we have room for a little more coal too. Just grab this. Oh, the firefly bushes are kind of cool. Like they're producing particles even though it's not nighttime. It must be, I guess, probably the rain makes it darker. I would guess is how that functions. But yeah, let's try to skirt around that. We'll grab this. I think probably gonna have to mostly be on foot from here on out. Oh, nice. 7 fits in. Okay. Yeah, because what do I have that I could get rid of? Or consolidate in any way? Really nothing. Yeah. Is that a creeper? It was a creeper. Yeah. Well, we got a little bit of sugarcane. We can't grab any more on our way back because I didn't want to keep this boat. And we could always make a new boat. Actually, we're just gonna jump down here. But that involves getting the crafting table out and placing it down and making logs and having an uneven number because it takes 5 and we'd have to make 8 and it'd just be a whole ordeal. So we're just gonna keep this one. We're gonna try to make it straight line back. I want to kill those cows for the leather, but I don't want to waste. Yeah, this is the dilemma once your inventory gets full. Because I would love to kill those cows. Just get even just a little bit more leather would be nice. So many rainstorms have gone by since we've fished. In the last rainstorm, we broke the enchanted rod that we caught. But a damn shame. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. So that's the Pale Garden, Pale Oak. Oh, yeah. What is that called? Pale Oak. Okay. Yeah, so we're on the right track. We can just skirt right around here, and we'll be back. Try not to get sidetracked. Anything we get sidetracked by, we can't actually collect. So we have to make it back. What's down here? Coal. Might come back here. This is close enough to spawn. I don't need coordinates for. We're essentially just hang right at the village, and we'll be over here. Yeah, see, there's a lot of cows. Which I guess we sort of went more that way. Where we went further out and around. We didn't cut like directly through here. Or at least it doesn't look familiar to me. What is this? It's like some kind of new. Is it like tall? It looks like a bush. That must be part of the new update too. Hmm. So the village should just be right over here, right? Kind of confused. Yeah. Yep. Whoa, that Enderman scared the shit out of me. Holy fuck. Um, yeah, we just go straight, like, straight this way. We'll be back at the village. Hello, wolf. Oh, original noise. Yeah, here's the village right here. And we'll just zip across. And then we'll get to the fun part. Got our natural little ice road to get back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep, there's our monstrositous tower. And it's going to be nighttime, so just pop down here. Let's see here. Whoops. um, yeah. Oh, we got Enderman and trees over here, putting dirt on top of trees. We're gonna have to clean up after these boys at some point. All right. We can split these up. And we need to start making glass. Which, I don't even know what's in these bundles. But we're just going to put them in here. We can figure all that out later. We're going to need pumpkins. But they're not valuable. We need more furnaces. Let's make at least 4 more. And then we can do this poor tree. We can just put them up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna put the sand in here. Is it valuable? No. Is it a renewable resource? Also no. Put the woods in here. Put this in here too. I'm gonna put that in here too. Yeah, we don't need this flint and steel either. We're gonna need shovels for getting snow. I guess let's get the snow now. So we are gonna need just 1, 2. Make a quick one of these. Really only need 1, so I don't know why I grabbed 2. Put this in here. That in there. Now, where did I put the snow? Let's grab this. All right. And we need a way of containing this gentleman. Okay. And we just stand here. Do this. Very, very fun. Very riveting stuff. Boom. And I guess over here, let's do this. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. That was not the McDonald's theme song. I guarantee it. It wasn't. I did not just steal their theme song. Oops. Got too busy grooving to the sound of the plopping. Alright. There goes another shovel. Whoops. Let's make another shovel. It'd be sad when I can't just jump through here. Take these sticks. Take this iron. Okay, 3 more shovels. I don't even know if that'll do it. Probably not. Now, this isn't necessarily the safest place to be doing this, all things considered, since we're not actually secure, like anything could jump through here. But we're just gonna do it anyways. We'll hear something, maybe, sneaking up on us. The plopping is very satisfying to me. And it's another shovel gone in 3, 2, 1. And we'll do this. See how much easier this is than if we were to just... That would have been bad. I don't need that many shears. How much easier this is than like trying to get it off of the dirt and stone out there. The stone's really no different. But dirt, we would have accidentally mined the dirt. You only get 1. It doesn't just infinitely regenerate. So this is definitely the way to go. And this again. We probably, that's honestly, we'll do 1 more shovel. Just because we have it. But I think that should be enough. I think we have enough now. I just don't want to hit this guy. I also don't necessarily want him to just like die either, like when we're done. So I think I'll release him. I don't want him in the house. But we can set him free. We'll even let him keep his pumpkin head. And we don't need this snowball. Let's just chuck that. Yeah, let's set this guy free. You're free to go, pal. I might suggest you... Oh, can he fit through there? No, he's 3 tall. Oh, he's not gonna fit through there either. Here. Why don't you... Can you put a snow golem in a boat? We're gonna find out. Actually, you can, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I know this to be a fact. I do now. Yeah, we'll get him out of here. And well, he can be like the mascot. He's gonna get himself killed or blown up by a creeper, probably. So this probably isn't the best idea, but... Oh my god, he makes a path even when he's in a boat? Oh, that's funny. Alright. Yeah, you're too tall to fit, so you're free to go. Have a wonderful life. Alright, now we need to get up. So... Where's my dirt? There's my dirt. Oh, and we need a shovel. Now that we have used... There's gotta be sticks somewhere else around here, no? I swear there should be. Alright. I feel like we can make a lot of progress really quickly now. Hopefully. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. Nothing's usually fast with me, but we'll see. Now when we hear somebody moving around, we gotta remember that he's here. We can leave this here, because we're gonna need... Yeah, we got the deep slate. We're gonna need... And how are we looking on spruce? Yeah, we weren't looking very good on spruce. That was one of the problems. problems. That was indeed one of the problems. Let's get up here and finish. We'll finish the lining. Oh, wait a minute. That's not where that goes. It would go in here. Right there. Now that we have pale oak, like if we wanted to have, you know, like obviously the stone, the wood, and then like the lighter block up here, we could use that instead. But I really want it to be made of like the blocks available within the local environment. So that's what we're gonna do. Pop another mint here. Alright. Now, snow doesn't melt. Snow blocks don't. Those ones do. God, that is gonna get annoying, isn't it? Oh, Lord, do not misclick, huh? Okay, well, homeboy is leaving us extra if we need it. Try to be careful with our block placement. As we are not careful with our block placement. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Get rid of that now. Oop. Well, we didn't need to do that. That's fine. That. I just remembered too. I know we're not going to have enough spruce for this to go all the way around. Oh my god, these guys again. That's not what I just remembered, but I remembered that we were going to do the balcony. So we could maybe do the balcony on top of this even. No, I think stick to the original plan. So we wanted it to be 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would have you know what? We're gonna do it without a balcony, and if we want to add a balcony later, we'll add a balcony later. Because I do want to just get this done, if at all possible, tonight. Okay, and then did this go? So yeah, we have the one around is one taller every time. 2, 3, 4. Let's take this. Those guys should despawn, I think. And then, yeah, we want to get up here. And we can just... Yeah, definitely think that's going to need to be taller. Maybe not. But I think we want to make it a little taller. Because what we can do realistically, once we get this done, if we do, we could still do, I'm still might be pro balcony, like up here on top of this. I'm not 100% certain on that. But once we get this in, and then we'll have all the glass to get the windows in. And we can just make like the ceiling, which that's the one thing too. What are we going to make the ceiling out of for this one? I was thinking literally just out of snow. Because technically it would be up here. We're going to need a lot more snow if we do that. Yeah, so we're going to need more spruce. More spruce, definitely more snow. Let's just snipe these guys from up here. Good night, you fools. Oh, I'm like, did they kill homie? No. Which homie is about to get another homie. Because we're going to make another golem. Yeah, let's get the spruce. Get the spruce. Get out of here, fool. Get all of this while we can. Oh, I guess theoretically, the top floor doesn't need a ceiling because that's where the roof is going to go. But we need to factor in... Oh, we went one too short on that. But we can fix that. We'll fix that when we get up there. We need spruce. So, this... Okay, we need an axe. Actually gonna need more than an axe, so we'll just make 5. Why not? And we'll get rid of this one too. Yeah, this can just go in here. This can go in here. Oh, bad omen 5. That can go in there. That can go in there. I didn't necessarily want to take these ones down, but whatever. We can always replant them. And we'll just get rid of this stone axe and then we'll be done with it. The iron's not that much faster. Like, the stone's still pretty quick, so I don't feel like it's a total waste of time to use this one. And it will save us just a bit on resources, so. Okay, and okay, good. This one's not connected. We can leave these ones towards the edge. Definitely want to leave those ones. These ones towards the middle, we definitely take out. And we'll start chopping down. We'll go over there, which is really where I want to be chopping them from. But even really, this whole thicket right here could go. Only thing is, I want to keep this one, which I think. Let me just get rid of that. I do want to keep that one. Just get there. I'm gonna keep this one too. I think I just want to separate these. There we go. Okay, yeah, then we can chop away. I think we ought to be good. Excellent. Cool. There was just a very loud noise from above me. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, I wanted to leave that one right, and that one. Yep. And that one. Yep. Let's see. I feel like this is still connected here. Okay, now it shouldn't be. Now, yeah, those should just decay as they're supposed to. We can chop these ones down. So we're gonna need probably 2 or 3 more stacks at least, because we also need. We're gonna need wood to make barrels, because one of the ceilings I want to be made out of barrels. Oh, this is the one we're gonna keep. I'll just pretend that never happened. Yeah, so that still is the plan. Well, at least one of the floors I want to have made out of barrels. I think the second floor. So just gonna need to sleep. I could technically do both of the middle, but I want to try to figure out something different for each one. Yeah, we can take these trees down. That one's not connected. Yeah, we'll take out these couple and then we'll head to the other side of the plateau. Harvest the rest from over there. Just in case trouble finds us. Yeah. I like the shape of this one, but this one's coming down too. Alright, let's see here. So how do we end up with uneven stacks? We'll tear all this because this is on a level that's gonna get torn down anyways. I think we'll be able to do. I don't know if we have enough leather and sugarcane to complete a level 30 enchanting setup, but we can at least get a partial one set up. We can do some low level enchants on our gear. Yeah, I kind of want to leave. Is this 3 wide? Yeah, I kind of want to leave this, like the ones along the edge, as much as possible. So I'll try to take the ones from the middle, which, like I said, we can always replant the ones on the edge too. And the best way to grow these would be to start growing the mega ones. And we could just harvest all the wood we'd ever need from those. Like if we had planted some of the however many 3 stacks of saplings I already have, we'd have enough wood already. I just don't like dealing with the pods all. It's very annoying. Like, it just spreads everywhere. And I actually like the block itself. Like, it's a pretty block, but when it starts to just, like, take up giant splotches from where you just plant the trees in, like, you know, aggressive rows, it just becomes kind of unsightly. Which is easily fixable if we do it all sort of in the same area. We just have to go over it and either turn it into path blocks, or because you can't till it like farmland unless they change that. With all the changes that have happened recently, that might have changed too. But you used to not be able to. So it's just a little bit annoying to deal with. Worst case scenario, you pick it up with a shovel without silk touch and then just place it back down. But I think we probably have enough. Probably have enough wood for the frame. So let's do that. Just hop up here. From anywhere, really. We got plenty of extra steak cooking, so we don't have to worry about conserving that. Now, the one thing we do have to add, which we might do as soon as we finish this, we need to add, yeah, these sections, which thankfully I already marked them out on this one. Oops. Now we can get rid of all these extra axes that we have too. Oops. Twice in a row. Okay. Now this one actually we want to come up all the way like that. I believe that's how we've been handling it. Yes. Let me just jump down real quick. Yeah. The ones on the edge just go straight up. The ones that are not on the edge don't. That's the logic we were going with. Cool. And then we'll have to put. Okay, we gotta add the snare in there. Oh, you know what? We did that one right. We did this one wrong. So I'll just remove this. Excellent. Yeah, so now what we need to do is we need to get, well, one thing at a time. We should finish these. So we'll just go up right where it is. So right here, to the top. And these ones are already on here, thankfully. So just do that. And same here. Okay, cool. And the ones in the front, are we just gonna do the same all the way up? Is that the idea? Yeah, I think that's what we were doing. Now, do we need to do it that way? Not necessarily, but to make our lives easier, we will. If we want to change it later, we will change it later. Okay, so the framing is in, and we still have a decent amount left over. Get rid of this, because now we're basically just going to build gonna build our way up like from bottom to the top. So, and we may get rid of some of these windows. They may not all remain windows. Especially some of these ones along the back, because I think this is mostly going to be storage. But what we need to do is we need to get this floor in, and we need to figure out what material we're going to use for that. We're going to do... The idea would be to put the whole floor in, floor ceiling for the second floor. Then we want the barrels in between the second floor and the top floor. And then we'll just have the ceiling, so we won't have everything else. So what are we going to use? No barrels. I feel like I had an idea. Maybe we're just going to use the smooth stone again. I'm kind of fine with. It's an easy enough solution to our problem. Let's toss these in there. And we will make glass panes. Just want to get this floor sealed off. Now it makes the most sense, like this is the stone level. Now we did want to have this floor be different too. Not just like a continuation of this. So we might have to think about how we want that to be too. I think we want it to go to here. 2. Come up 1, 2, 3. Now granted, it should probably match the floor. Alright, we need to sleep. Sleep. It should probably match the height. Like it shouldn't go higher. Although, maybe it will. Because you could access it from the second floor too. No. No. So we'll cut it off right here. It shouldn't be tall. The entrance shouldn't be taller than that. Which is, I believe... Yeah. So we just want 1 too high. Okay. That's fine. Honestly, even 2 too high, because we can just have that be like lined up with it, and then we can just do that. We can have that come like that. That's good. Yeah, that's good to me. That's fine by me. Okay. And I want to come down 1, 2. Yeah. Yep. That's good. I'm good with that. Okay. Let's just get rid of this. Now, there is a reason the title of the stream is Finish the Base in quotes. Because we're probably not going to actually finish the base. But we're going to be closed in from the outside. Which is basically having a finished base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. That should be enough light. Okay. Each level we go up, we're gonna have to have. Oops. Need to be more careful because we don't have silk touch. Can you move these with pistons? That would be a lot of work just to fix a mistake, so we're not going to do that. Oh yeah, and then we haven't even figured out the back wall yet, and we're already placing stuff. And that's actually like boxed in as it is. Now granted, maybe something could spawn back there, but let's just do this really quickly. Should prevent spawns. Yeah, we'll leave that, because that's, well, this is open to the world here. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll just do, because this is going to be a little side room anyways. We're going to have a wall walling this off. Might even be like right there. Like if you can imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously this is temporary. But yeah, we would have like a little wall here. Like this will just be a little side room. This might be where we put like our brewing setup or something. Might be a good use for it. It's kind of just like an awkward space. But yeah, we could do something like that, and then as we go up each level, we'll have that, and then we might put like a different flower in each of these that you can see from outside. We might do the 2 tall ones so they take up the whole window. Might look nice. Anyways, so let's put a torch. Let's put a torch in here so we don't have any spawns. And then we do want to swap that out, but we'll deal with that later too. So I think, let's see, am I gonna hate it if we do? Because like this level's stone and then the next level's wood. Do we just go all in and just have this whole floor be spruce? And then do the barrels for the next one? It's gonna be very sprucey if we do that. What other blocks do we have that we could potentially use? Maybe like a gray block. Could use stone brick. That would require additional smelting. You know what? Smooth stone's just such a good block. We'll just use this. Now all of this is unnecessary. All of these ones. They're all unnecessary. Well, not these ones that I'm doing right this second, but all the ones like in there are unnecessary. I don't want to leave them blank either. Leave them empty, I mean. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just do it. I don't think this is even going to be enough. So I might have to make more. But yeah, we'll just do that. It can match. It can match the floor. It's fine. Oops. We could even place it correctly. Yeah, like once it's boxed in, I'm just trying to think, like how am I gonna feel about that? I think it's gonna be way too much gray. I think. Do we just do barrels for both? But that's gonna be super expensive. But it might look nice. I think I'm gonna have to use my dirt to do this. Because it's not, they're not coming out. I don't want to waste any of these. Thankfully, I didn't do too much of this before thinking better of it. I swear I had an idea for this floor beforehand. Maybe it was literally just cobblestone. It might have been, which would make more sense to me than using this. I might be cooler with that. I hear footsteps out there, but I'm pretty sure it's our snow golem pal. Yeah, I think we will just use because we're just going for like a solid material for each one, like each floor. Like we're not doing any fancy like patterns or floor work really. I mean, we don't have access to materials to really do anything like that. If we had like glazed terracotta or something, and there are other things you can use as pretty nice looking floors, but and wool, you use wool too. That actually might look good. I know I mentioned that last time for something using wool. Because we could use even like the black wool, might look nice. But not sure. I feel like I just said that like with a Canadian accent for some reason. Alright. Let's get rid of this. We'll leave that dirt. Now we just gotta decide. Are we gonna make this out of cobblestone? It's like the most abundant material we have. So we would do cobble and then we would do barrels. I know I want to do the barrels for sure. I think, yeah, screw it. We'll use cobblestone. If we hate it, we hate it. Oh, we could use tough. We have a decent amount of that. Let's see. What, I know we're going to use that for the ceiling, so where's the tough? Yeah. So we're going to use this for the roofing. We're not going to use any of that for that. Well, let's see. What tough blocks could we use? The bricks? No. What's the bottom texture of this look like? These aren't directional, I don't think. That would look kind of neat, maybe. And what does the top of it look like? Okay, sort of same thing. I don't know, though. It's like, it's gray, yes. It's gray, yes. But it seems like kind of off with these other textures. Like it doesn't like really fit. Alright, we need to hop in this bed. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use cobble. I wish I could remember what I said the other night, like what I was planning on using. Because I literally like have no idea. Can't remember at all. But anywho, yeah, let's just use cobble and get on with our lives. So just grab all this. Just gonna come all the way across here. Somewhat tempted to just get rid of the shield. Holding the torch in my offense is gonna do nothing, it's just less obstructive. Yeah, I feel like I do like just like the cobble more than the smooth stone for whatever reason. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Let's not. Let's just have nothing in our offhand. I don't think anything can get us from where we are, so I think we're safe. Which is the whole point of having a base in the first place. But now that those are in, like the windows are in and everything, I think we're good. Oh, a much better idea, just like in this one room. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's just like the whole sort of base and foundation, even though there's not a foundation, is the cobblestone, and then we kind of built on top of it. And obviously we have the wooden framing, like the logs, like framing it too, for the structural integrity, even though they're literally, they do nothing. You don't need structural integrity in Minecraft. And I'm not an engineer, so I don't know, or an architect, though architects don't know anything either. Like, oh, can we do this? The engineers are like, no, you can't. But at least with my lack of an understanding, but wanting to make sense of how the build is being constructed, makes sense to have like the solid stone base. The wooden elements are sort of built on it in a supporting way. But yeah, I like this. And then we'll obviously add like decorations to the inside too. And that will liven it up. But yes, okay. I'm very happy with the cobblestones. This will work. Then we can move on with our lives. And I mean, with this song, placing a bunch of cobblestone, what is not to like? And if we can just get, I'm even fine not having the roof on this thing. We can get the next level in there too. And for the next one, I'll definitely fill the gaps with just spruce. I'm not wasting a barrel. Although as a barrel, no, because a barrel costs more than one plank. So yeah, we'll fill it. We'll fill the edge with the spruce planks. We don't need to fill them at all. I just don't like having that like empty gap in there. Like I'll know it's there and it will haunt me. So I have to fill it. Such a beautiful cobblestone monstrosity. And then actually the tower too is gonna have to be taller, I think. Maybe not. We'll really have to have the roof on to know that for sure. We may have to make that thing taller. Okay, oh, well, I almost got ahead of myself and said, well, we have that one done. Which we're gonna add. We're gonna add floors to this too, but they don't have to line up with this one. In fact, I mean for them not to. Like, I kind of want this to be solid-ish most of the way up on the other floors, potentially. I don't know, now that I'm thinking about it, I might want to have sort of similar to this, like an opening on each floor. I don't know yet. I gotta think about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might have a different opinion. Cool. Okay. So yeah, ignore the grass. That will be flooring, which I think actually will probably just extend with more of these into here, because it feels very much like it is part of the structure. And the only thing is, right, there's maybe instead of having Instead of having this be the cutoff and having a wall here, I kind of like just having this open. What we might do is have rooms up there, but we'll figure out all the interior BS later. I just want to make sure like these are all sealed in. Yes, yes. Okay. And I guess, well, I'm still not entirely sure on the window sitch. Now, I do want stairs somewhere. Now, obviously, we're going to have spiral stairs in here, I believe, as I stated last time. But for now, we'll just use dirt pillars to get up here. So this floor, which we're going to need way more spruce. Now I'm curious. If we come down here. Oh yeah, that is exposed. Okay. So that we just want to go around everywhere. Everywhere that the framing. Why couldn't you just fall? Just where the framing would be exposed. Because we're going to use, this is the floor we're going to use barrels for. Which we could use for storage, but probably not. We're just using it for aesthetics. Stop jumping around and get down here. Right. So yeah, pretty much all the way along this whole stretch. Oops. Yikes. Okay, come on. Boom, boom, bing, boom, bang. Yeah, so there'll be barrels everywhere. Now, that is correct, right? Yes, okay. Just where the floors are. Now, we can get rid of pretty much all those logs. We will come in here briefly. What was this all about? No idea. Okay, the barrel recipe. Barrel. Oh, nice. We have some more spruce. So, I know you need slabs for barrels. I just chuck these all here. Right? Yeah. Okay, 62 barrels. Whoa, Nelly. Oh my god, those are expensive. Yeesh. Do we use all the dark oak that we have? All the pale oak? I think we have to. If we don't want to be mining spruce this whole time. Okay. Well, we got 64. Let's sleep before we get overrun here. And let's at least start. We'll start on the second floor. Oh, I didn't realize we are susceptible. Oh. Okay. We might have to fish. Actually. I really want to fish. I do. But this isn't. We need to get this done. It's perfect though. Like it started right at the beginning of the day and everything. All right, here's what we'll do. I want to decide, do these go this way? Nope. Well, they certainly don't go that way. Do they go this way? Or do they go this way? So do we want the lines going this direction or that direction? I want them going... I want them going this way, I believe. So that is like this. Oh. Okay, this might be easier if we get up there to start. Did that place right? Yeah, it did. Okay. See, sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. Stop, you fucker. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be easier, I think, just to do it from up here. Maybe not. Sometimes these are way more finicky than they should be. They're more finicky than stairs. Okay. So that's good. Yeah, we'll try to get rid of as much of these as possible. Now the rain, okay, cool. So I think the rain is what caused our issues last time towards the end of stream. And it doesn't seem to be happening this time. Fingers crossed that continues. Because if we can get all of these placed, I think what we'll do is we'll fish and then we'll call it. We'll call it a day. We will return for more mining and crafting at a later date. Now, if I put this way, are they identical? No. They're not. Textures do not line up. Okay, good to know. So me being super particular about it is actually what we have to do for it to be right. Okay, so if I aim like right at the bottom of the block, will that work? No. So how are we going to place that to get rid of these? And do that. That's going to be very obnoxious, isn't it? Okay. It's already annoying enough because you got to shift. You got to hit it like just right. Okay. Yeah, we can probably finish. I don't know if we have enough. But if we could finish just this corner section, and then we'll obviously start the rest of the way. It would be nice if we had just this section complete at least. So, do this. Oh wait, that's going to be this. Thank God that's going to be that, because it's going to be way too ridiculous to try to line that up. I have to remove all this and God, you really gotta line this up. Super finicky. Okay. Okay, that's good. I didn't accidentally put a barrel in either of these, no? Just cut this out, this out. Hopefully, get these in. Okay. Now we just need this one here. Get rid of all these. There we go. Right? Yeah, because that's, yeah, okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay, sweet. Get that in. And we can just do this. Beautiful. All right. We do have some time to fish. So we go fish. Go fish. And and only then, we will call it once the rain stops. While I'm up here, though, just gonna do some quick spawn proofing. We'll swap these out with we'll swap them out with lanterns, like the external and internal lighting. Once you get the main structure in place. Okay. Now I am just gonna seal this off too. This is technically like we do have a base. This is technically finished. Whoa. Sorry for smacking the mic twice. That probably didn't sound too good. Yeah, but we technically have a base, air quotes, to hopefully not impale your eardrums again. Let's do this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Chuck the glass in here for now. We need this fishing rod. And we're gonna need another one probably. We'll want that equipped. Fishing rod, string 2. We'll just use this. Excellent. And we're just gonna build ourselves in with dirt once we get down there. We don't even need torches. But just because I want torches, we'll just grab a couple. Okay. Let's get down here. Please don't stop raining. Let us have this moment. Let us catch an infinity bow. Then our arrow troubles will be over. We'll be good to go for the rest of the playthrough. Alright. Trying to remember. How did I do this last time? Yeah, I think it was something like that. Right? Yeah. Like this? How did I do this? Yeah, like that. There we go. That's what I was missing. You can't shift place on top of that? Whatever. We're probably good from that side. I can knock stuff back. If a creeper comes over, it'll be a little hairy, but we'll deal with it. Water is gone. See? It's a good reason to have to stop the stream. Need to hydrate. Hydration's important. Spent just a little too much time sidetracked to end up getting the base done. It's almost like I knew that would happen though, because like I said, There is a reason that I put finished, or finishing, actually, now that I'm looking at it. The base. It's very peaceful fishing in the snow. Might end up making like an ice fishing shack instead of, like I was mentioning before, building the like a little fishing hut or like dock thing over there. Because it's a nice little fishing hole. Like that clearly descends into a cave. It's plenty deep for catching treasure. But we could always make like a little ice fishing hut too. That would be nice. Now, hopefully, our snow golem is behaving himself up there and not shooting a bunch of creepers. Oh, we got a full gold zombie over there. Oof. Now, normally, being this close to water, I would try to take that Enderman and like slowly build up our Ender Pearl supplies so that when we need to make eyes and go to the end, we're ready. But Ender Pearls got a lot easier to get in the Nether update because you can just go to the Warped Forest, dig a little, too tall little hole in the wall, aggro a couple, and you can have all the Ender Pearls you need in a couple minutes. Now, if there isn't a Warped Forest near you, it can be kind of a hassle to get to one for sure. But it's usually pretty easy to find one. The Nether biomes are, and there's only 5, so it's usually pretty easy to get where you need to go. Especially if you have a saddle, because you can just take a strider. Like, now, let's see here. We should probably sleep before we try to go up there. Alright, boys. Jim and whatever your other one's name is. I don't remember. Jim. Goodbye, Jim. Okay. Yeah, now, it's actually a good spot. Even though it's not done yet. This would be a good area to assess if we want the tower to be taller. I'm thinking it probably doesn't need to be taller. You're the annoying one. You're the heavy breather. You're the pug. Yeah, you're the first one I got, I'm pretty sure. You're Jim. Right? I'm pretty sure he's Jim. Anyways, they both make annoying noises. So, yeah, I think we'll definitely want to add for the top, like the other floors. we want more of the color of the actual wall material to stand out. So we'll probably have fewer windows. So we might in the middle section just not have windows. Like that's where the door is. I want to actually be able to see the variety. But I do like the kind of shape that it's taking. Obviously we need to get the roof and everything in. I think we may want to increase the height of the tower. Once the roof is in, because I want it to be a lot taller. And then we'll have more towers up there too, like once we level off everything. Probably have a tower in each corner of the plateau. And they can just be like generic cobblestone towers like that one. It's fine. We could add like a little netherrack with some like fire at the top too if we want to get all fancy schmancy with it. But still keep that classic castle-y feel. Oh, hello. Oh, you're holding an egg. And you're in full chainmail armor. It'd be funny if they could throw eggs and he threw the egg at me. They can't do that though. He'll burn up eventually. He won't despawn, but he'll burn up eventually. We'll see him again though, because their AI is smart enough. Like he'll hide under a tree. We just need to. We should work on having a dedicated way to get up and down from here. All right. Yeah, we may end up like we do have an excessive amount of windows. We really don't need that many windows. But actually, I was gonna log off when the rain stopped, but where did I put the snow? In the last chest I looked in. So take the snow and we'll take. Oh, we don't have any spruce. Yeah, well, that's kind of pointless. We're gonna go place like literally 4 blocks or something. We need a shovel. You know what? I'm not even gonna get a shovel as punishment for not doing what I said I was gonna do, which is log off. Okay. Yeah, so the thought process is I want to be able to see. Now that that was missing. Is this one missing? No. We'll get rid of this dirt when we have our shovel back. Got the other corners in. But yeah, one thing I want to do is like we would actually be able to get a good idea of it from over there as well. Is I want the colors to like really come through. So we might do like, we can have a few windows, but like smaller ones. I actually kind of like this. We need a shovel to remove it, but we could remove it. And I might just skip all of like the spruce trapdooring and all the standard stuff. Like this is very like flat, kind of plain, but it's kind of the aesthetic of it, So it might not make sense to disrupt that very much. And then like with this, we could do sort of the same thing. Like we may even just like do the whole thing. That one I'll just get rid of. We can get infinitely more very quickly. But like if we were to just have this whole thing, which granted this was supposed to be the balcony, so this was going to be solid, but it was going to be stepped back from the front. We didn't end up executing on that when we went for it. I just realized I was pretty far back here, so the audio is probably a little on the light side. while I was rambling, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, we'd have to look. We'd have to see. Maybe we can take just like a quick peek. I do want to run over here. Just put a couple torchazos on here. We don't get any spawning. Not any spawning up here. Oh, we already had stuff up there, but that's fine. I can live there. If we were to go all the way across to look at it, it seems excessive. What we can do... It'd be great if I got shot by a skeleton right here. Yeah, like I like, because you get like a good dose of the coloring there. Like we'll keep those windows for sure. This still isn't really like the view I was hoping for. So there's so many crannies where like a skeleton could be. This is actually super sketch. It should not be doing this. Yeah. We'll have to look into it with the windows. I think the windows might look good. It looked from far away down there, might not have been the best vantage point to like assess it. But here, let's just get rid of this. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, because this took on an entirely different sort of shape and configuration than the other build that I was mentioning, like sort of taking some inspiration from. It just kind of looks like a face. Like those are the eyes. That's like the wide open mouth. So you definitely have to change that. I doubt that this looks goofy. Um, that's funny. Um, but I think the build that I was talking about, like when I was making the tower, I think what I did different than this time is instead of doing the circle like in completion and then building the rectangle sort of like connecting to it, what I did is I like had the circle outline, right? Came right into the middle of it. And the rectangle cut out with it on the corner. So I cut like the rectangle came out like that. So it was almost like slicing it. Yeah. You're cutting this portion out. And then it became a full circle up at the top. But you had, that's where like the joining, the juncture of it was different. Because realistically, if we were to just like hammer all of this out, like which we potentially could, like if we want to, um, it's somewhat more cohesive. Now, granted, here we couldn't because we could get rid of this fully, but this is this external wall right here, so we couldn't get rid of that one. But that's how the whole complexion of the way that it fit together was different. Like when I was originally doing it, I had this up further, like closer up here, and it just didn't seem right. Which moving it back towards like the back corner and flipping it, like instead of having this one cut here and this one cut to here, like flipping them, I like that. And I like the way that it's sort of like come together. It's not perfect. Which no build is ever going to be perfect, but uh, I'm happy with the way that it's coming together. But yeah, it's just the thought just dawned on me when I was looking at it from that other vantage point, like over there. Like that's one of the key differences. That I can think of. I think it cut through exactly like that. Like it was like this was the edge and this was the edge. So like the rectangular part of the house was like that. And so it extended beyond back, like from the back here. It was beyond and it wrapped to the edge. And then it came around to here. Like 3/4 of a pie sort of deal. But anyways, yeah. I don't know why. Like I've been thinking of that build a lot, and sort of going for different but similar to it. But what we can do, well, I mean, once this is done, which it is, it's done enough. It's finished enough for the finishing base to not be totally clickbait title. Because look, like nothing can get us. Like we're inside, where we have a secure base. But what we can do is we can make other iterations. We can make smaller iterations with other other blocks too. Once we continue flattening and making more room up here, and then we can obviously work on getting the wall in and everything too. Now, see, this guy can't break this door down because of the way that we placed it. To him, it's open. So, like, if I'm standing right there, he should pathfind to it. Oh, but he didn't. Interesting. They can pathfind to it. They do sometimes. But yeah. Anyways, that does it for the stream. A little shy of 4 hours or half hour shy. But I think it just makes sense to call it here, and then we'll pick up where we left off and try to get the rest of the structural portion done. So we'll get the rest of the barrels in there for next time, for the next floor. We'll do the ceiling or roof, decide if we want to raise the height of the tower, figure out the configuration of the windows, get a storage room set up, which I do believe is going to be back here. We might put it in here. It would be tied up to this entrance, but again, we might not leave that entrance there. But we could do like chests sort of this way, kind of fill this up. This could be kind of like the storage room. I kind of like the idea of having this be the smelting room like I talked about though. And we could set up just like an amateur hour like super smelter here. We have plenty of hoppers to do something like that. Or plenty of iron to make hoppers to do something like that. In the next stream as well. But yeah, we should have more time in the next stream too, because I'll be back on again on Sunday. So until then, have the best several days. And this is me signing out. Hasta la vista.